Welcome back. Well, let's talk about the diagnostic space now. We have Thyrocare, which is in focus. The stock has been an outperformer this year, up around 43%. And the latest news on the company is that they've launched the latest in the GLP-1 space. They've launched a health check. We have with us Rahul Guha, who's the MD and CEO of API Holdings. He's also the MD and CEO of Thyrocare Technologies to discuss all this and more. Rahul, hi, welcome to the show. So a lot of the diagnostic companies are now launching these GLP-1 testing packages. Just tell us, are you seeing as much traction as we are seeing for a couple of the drugs?
No, firstly, we were the first to launch the GLP-1. So Thyrocare is always known to be at the front runner. We were the first to launch fever packages. We were the first to launch GLP-1 packages and many other packages. And then we get copied very quickly. But I definitely believe there is a huge opportunity. You would have seen the Australian FDA giving a warning around these weight loss drugs. So it's very important to be safe as you take these drugs and ensure that you are losing weight in the right way, in a way that doesn't do long-term damage to your health. So I think right now there's a lot of euphoria about consuming the drug and losing weight, but it's very important to be safe. And people will start to pick up. But as you said, it's still early days. We launched the package literally, I think, almost 3 weeks ago. And we haven't fully started to promote it as yet. But I'm very confident as people get more and more on this drug and see the benefits of weight loss, they will also realize it's important to make sure you take a holistic approach on how your weight loss and ensure that you complement the medicine with good testing.
Okay, take that point. So still developing in terms of the financial impact and the demand that you'll see for this particular testing. But Rahul, the other update that came by is the change in labor laws, right? There's mandatory testing for everybody above 40 in any organization. What would that mean in terms of business for Thyrocare and the industry as well? Are you seeing incremental benefit coming in because of that?
It's too early. As you know, the law, it's still not notified as law. It's still going through the process. I think there'll be another 45 days before the consultative process concludes and then the final guidelines come out. I think it's the right step for the country as a whole. Everyone above the age of 40 should get tested from a preventive health point of view. And this is really an absolutely right step in towards managing healthcare. Ensuring that we diagnose any long-term illnesses early and treat it before it goes out of control and the costs compound. So this is certainly the right step. I am sure most employers will adopt it, and then that will have a runoff benefit to diagnostic companies for sure.
Okay. All right, Rahul, now coming down to the business, Thyrocare Holdings, 61% of the promoter holding is pledged. What is the plan in terms of reducing this pledge?
We have already been doing a lot of work on the pledge front. As you know, at the promoter level, the debt outstanding is about 1,200 crores. So if you look at it, we are pledging far more than we need to pledge at this point. If you even take a normal loan against share cover, the coverage should be 2,500 crores of market cap, whereas we've pledged almost 5,000 crores at this point in time. We have just been abundantly cautious because, it sends a very poor signal if the pledge goes up, down during the course of the loan. But we are pledging, I think, far in excess of what we need to pledge at this point in time. We're just being cautious on that.
But then the plan on reduction?
That we've anyway been doing a lot of work on that front. As you know, earlier this year, we had, actually just a couple of months ago, we had placed 10% of Thyrocare to effectively pay down the loan and reduce the overall debt outstanding. We're not planning any further stake sale of Thyrocare at this point in time, but we're looking at other assets in the group which can be monetized to help pay down the loan.
Rahul, is there a timeline that maybe by this time 10% will be depledged, by this time 20%, and a timeline to completely depledge yourself?
we are targeting towards a March 27 of, basically the entire shareholding being unpledged. But I cannot commit to that at this point in time. But the internal plan is to ensure that we are at a rational, or we have rationalized the debt to a significant level where the pledge can be negligible by March of 27.
Okay. All right, Rahul. A lot to discuss, but run out of time. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us and giving us that quick take in terms of the GLP-1 testing, as well as the plans in terms of reducing the debt. March 27 is possibly when we could see a significant reduction in terms of the pledge, which is there on Thyrocare's books at around 61%. And separately, no further stake sale by promoters. Remember, they sold around 10% stake for over 660 odd crores in the month of October. We'll take a short break, but on the other side, we'll get talking about the F&O space. Stay tuned.